All right, Nicholas here. I want to discuss about, in fact, today's episode is just going to be strictly for freelancers or people who are freelancers, especially software development freelancers, which is what I've been doing practically all my career. Right? There is something that, how do I say this? This is actually inspired by having a conversation with somebody. There is something in freelancing that most people do not understand. I think I'm lucky in that aspect because I've always known this in the beginning. I think I struggled initially. I still struggle till today, but at the back of my head, I actually do know. Um, if let me just get on with it, right? When you are a freelancer, the money does not come all the time. That is why you are not employed. That is why you're not an employee. If you're an employee, you can get um revenue or income at the end of every month. I think income is the right word to use. However, if you are a freelancer, there is no guarantee of income at the end of every month. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I just had a conversation with somebody, not today though, during the week. And he's also a freelancer and he's struggling with the fact that for the past 2 weeks, he has not got any client. So and I told him, okay, so far this year, how many clients do you get? And he tells me, okay, January he made some money, he got some clients. February the same, March nothing, April some money, May the same, June nothing, July he made some money, August he made some money, September he made some money, October he made some money. However, November is dry, there is no clients. And I was like, that's the cycle. You should always treat whatever income that you're getting like it is a yearly income. So how do I explain it? This is what I have done to kind of ease my tension regarding the whole thing. Um, in the beginning, it is something I struggled with. I may be incoherent because, to be honest, I did not prepare for this. I did not have it all prepared, but I'm just picking out of the kids. In the beginning, um, if let's say you make some money in the first month, don't think you are going to make that same amount of money the next month or even subsequently to the other month. It doesn't work that way. You might make higher, you might make nothing. That is just the lifestyle of being a freelancer. So when I say think of it as yearly income, what I mean is, let's say you make some money in January. Partition that money like you're not going to make any other money again. Just it is not going to work that way, but just put it at the back of your head like, okay, I made this money. Let's say you made 1 million in January. How do I spread this million for 12 months? Right? So if you spread it, even if it comes out to 10,000, let's say you made 120,000 on the third day of January, for instance, and you made 120,000 as a freelancer income, it means you have 10,000 to spend every month. So just partition it that way. Now work hard to get another client, obviously, and spread it across for every month. Just keep spreading it. The more you keep getting it, keep spreading it for every month for the rest of the year. And if you take some money from, let's say you take some money from the month of August, when you get a new client, spread it accordingly and pay back to the month of August. What I'm saying now might sound like gibberish. To be honest, that is my own style. That is how I do it. That's how I spread the income to make sure that I have an income at the end of the month, right? Because if you don't do it that way, you quickly find out that you might think you have 120,000 on the 3rd of January, but you may not get any clients or any clients till maybe let's say 28th of February. It's possible. We have to fight against it, but it is possible. And the worst thing you can do as a freelancer is position yourself to become desperate. Yeah, let's say you made 3 million in the month of January, you spend all of them in the month of January, and by February you are now desperate to get a new client to work on a new project. That is very, very dangerous. It's not a good position to be in because that is where the clients would thoroughly take advantage of you, and you would also be able to, or I would say able to, you would be eager to say yes to anything. because at that point in time, you feel broke. There is no money coming in. There is no income. So anything that just passes by, you grab it, and you might grab the one that will just send you to depression or make you not want to do freelancing anymore. Right? The secret of why I've been doing freelancing for a very long time. There are so many times I've tried to quit freelancing. I've come back to it, and I'm still on it for a very, very long time. And I feel like I'm going to do this till I even die. The truth is because I've kind of understood freelancing in a way that I never understood before, and in a way that most people do not understand. That is what I think. I'm not saying that I am correct, but if I look at all my peers who have started this freelancing journey with me, most of them are no longer doing freelancing. You know, you have to enjoy it. Yes, you have to enjoy communicating with clients. You have to enjoy working on clients' projects, right? However, the real reason why most people go out is because of the instability of income. If you ask me, that is one of the biggest factor, because some people don't have the, I would say courage, but they don't have the intuition that freelancing is not a 9 to 5, you know. And to me, that is the life I chose because I want to be able to control my time. And that is what a 9 to 5 cannot give you. So everything has a trade-off, right? If you want to be able to control your time, freelancing would likely be the best route to take. If you want to have a steady income at the end of the month, 9 to 5 is the best route to take, right? So deciding on which route to take is wholly dependent on you at the end of the day. Yeah. So going back to the income part, right? Spreading your money as you make it across the year would really, really help you. And you should also know where to start the next cycle. What I mean by this is around September, once we enter the Ember month, I've already started thinking of the next cycle of the distribution of the income, right? For January of next year. In this case, I'm already started thinking of the distribution of my income for 2026. So that when January comes, I'm not desperate looking for income all the time. And so that's what I had to explain to my friend that reached out to me that was having troubles because he has not gotten any client this November, and today is 14th of November. Yeah. So the process of getting clients is not easy. You have to run ads. If somebody like me that don't want to always be visible on social media, you need to run ads, one way or the other, in one pattern or the other, in one structure or the other, right? Or you be very active on social media. You cannot just, gone are the days where you can just be posting on WhatsApp status if you need a software project. That one you might work one or two, but you will not really get it in. You'll not get a freelancing career moving using that method. Yeah. So when you account for the cost of running ads and you account for the number of clients you are hoping to get, um, I don't like to think of it on a monthly scale. I like to think of it on a yearly scale. When let's say this year you want to handle 15 or 20 projects, right? It gives you way more time to relax. Let's say January you've already done 4, and February you did 1, it's 5, it's 10 more, and March you did 2. So you kind of, if November comes or August comes or June comes and nothing happens, you are not feeling pressured, right? And November, from my experience over the years, November usually is a slow month for freelancing, especially in software design. I don't know why. So people might have a different opinion than me. That's welcome. But from my perspective, November usually used to be a slow month. Towards the end of November, beginning of December, it kicks off again. Many people now start reaching out for web. That is what I've experienced so far. So this is, if you don't understand what I'm saying, maybe you just comment what you don't understand. But I know that this is just off the top of my head, rambling and stuff like that. But if you really listen to what I'm saying, I believe you'd understand what I'm trying to say. Thank you very much, and bye bye.